Alright, what's up guys? It's your girl Lil B and I'm back with another video. So today I just wanted to do a quick story time telling about the time I almost got kidnapped. Well, at least I thought I was gonna get kidnapped, but I for sure got abandoned this night. It's a terrible ass story. And I do want to apologize because I'm not consistent with my videos. It's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be to, stay on track and upload shit back to back to back, but I'm going to try to be more consistent. I really want to do some collab videos or, just something with some of my friends. But in the process, I'm learning that a lot of people, don't like being in front of the camera. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm about to step my game up and come back with some good videos. But for now, we're just going to start with this little story time. And like I said, it's about the time that just had a bad night, almost got kidnapped, all that typical BS, You know how it goes. So it started off with, I was at my friend's house. And then we're going to call her, I don't know, Bree. So, I'm hanging out with Bree and shit. And then, one of her guy friends, I don't think it was her boyfriend, maybe just somebody she was dating at the time. So they come over and shit. And we're all just hanging out, chilling and stuff. And they were about to go do something. So I didn't drive to her house. She had picked me up, so they were gonna drop me off. Mind you, we're in Detroit, and I mean I'm from Michigan, but I never lived in Detroit or anything like that, so I don't know my way around the city or anything like that. It's a whole nother state damn near. So while we're in the car and stuff, they're arguing. And she done told me stories about how he's crazy, got anger problems, yada yada yada. But that's none of my business. So I do what any other friend would do, and I sit in the back seat and I shut the fuck up because I'm not gonna get involved in anybody's argument. This is just none of my business. I'm just trying to get home. So the moment I knew things were gonna get super bad was we were on the freeway. And you guys know how when a ramp or an exit, whatever, is blocked off, you know how it looks when it's blocked off. It's just a little gate and cones, whatever. And this motherfucker makes a sharp ass turn on a lane that's closed. The gate was in the, this is the gate. And then you could still, it was a lot of room on both sides so you could still get on the ramp. He's in a Charger, I don't know what year, but a fucking Charger. And those bitches are wide. Those are wide body ass cars. So he did that. Now, at that moment, I spoke up because I'm bro, what the fuck are you doing? I'm in here. I don't want to lose my life. What if that shit was what if they had a hole in it somewhere or something like that? You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to fucking die because you crazy. You're not even my man. Come on now. Even if you were, I won't, that was just stupid. It was so stupid to do. So I'm fucking scared. And we pull up to this gas station. The argument kind of started calming down between them. And I'm texting her from the back seat, hey, we about to pull up to this gas station. I might just call an Uber because you guys are tripping. I'm just trying to go home. I didn't ask for all this. You know what I'm saying? So, she's texting me back. She's it's all right. It's going to be good. We're going to take you home right now. I'm sorry about all this, blah, blah, blah. So, we go in the gas station. I left my purse in there. I left my phone in there. She left her purse because she definitely had her phone. So we get out the car, go in the gas station. He's still, in the car because she was about to, go in, get a couple things, put gas on there, and then he was going to pump it. So we get all our shit, check out. And when we walk out, his car is gone. It was gone. It was gone. If 2 plus 2 is 4 and 5 plus 5 is 10, what the fuck was that? I don't understand, bro. I was in complete shock, jaw dropped. speechless type shit. I wouldn't even wish that on anybody because that's some scary ass shit. And I'm not from Detroit. She's not from Detroit. We just got abandoned like close to downtown. I think it was like the east side or some shit. It's already like late. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was some scary ass shit. Plus, you know, my fucking purse is in there. That's my ID, my keys, credit card, money, like, you know, everything. My phone's in there. So now I can't even call an Uber. I can't call anybody for help. And of course, once you're in trouble, you don't remember anybody's number by heart, which is that shit is even worse. Like, I felt like helpless. I never felt so helpless in my life. But she did have her phone. And, you know, like, I'm pissed. So I start, like, walking around, like, the gas station parking lot, like, bro, this nigga really did not just leave us like that. And then she's like, no, it's not safe. Come over here. But I was really just, like, pissed off about it. Like, I was so pissed. So we go back in the gas station and shit. And then she's, like, calling him, but he blocked her number. So it's going to voicemail, you know. Typical bullshit once your night is already fucked up. So I had a couple dollars like in my pocket, and I'm like, well, I can't even like call anybody because I don't know anybody's number, all this bullshit. And she's like, you can come like back home with me and I'll get you home in the morning. And I'm like, bitch, no, I'm not coming. I'm not gonna hang out with you ever again after this shit. Like, that was some straight up bullshit. Like, I've never been in a situation like that in my life. I don't ever want to be in a situation like that again. I hope nobody ends up in that kind of situation because it was just terrible, and it's like really scary. And like, somebody could, like, people kidnapping and all that stuff, that shit is real. Like, somebody could have easily snatched us up or anything, like, and we would have been helpless. Like, we don't have any of our stuff. We got a phone, her phone, but what the fuck is that gonna do if somebody snatches your ass up? You think they're not gonna take the phone because they are. So, and that was the first thing. So, all right, she's like, you can come back over. Like, she was gonna have somebody pick her up from there. And I'm like, no, I'm not coming back over, bro. So the guy at the gas station, he was like, it's a cab company you can call. And I'm like, all right, I got a couple of dollars, but I lived far away. Like, I was like 40 minutes away. But I'm like, whatever, as long as I get home, like, I'm gonna make it home. Like, I'm not going anywhere else but home tonight. So, you know, they pull up. They're like, since you're going so far, we need a $30 deposit. I give them the 30 bucks. You know, I'm driving just in the back of this van thinking about this crazy ass night I just had. Like, you know when you're so upset that you can't cry? Like, sometimes you're so upset that you can only cry even when you don't want to cry. But I was like so upset that I couldn't cry. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, if I did, at the time, I'm like, if I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. It was just a straight shit show. So right before we get to my apartment, it was like a gas station next to it. Now, I honestly, because, you know, my card was gone, my other money in my purse was gone. I only had like 35 bucks in my fucking pocket. So I'm like, damn, not thinking. I'm like, well, that 30 was just a deposit. Like, my fee, like, once I got dropped off, was probably going to be lower than that. But I wasn't thinking about that at the time. So I asked him, like, hey, can I go in this gas station? Like I said, it's right next to my apartment. And since I live right there, you know, people in your neighborhood stores, they see you a lot. They get to know you, things like that. So I walk in, and I just told him what happened. And I was like, the cab is out there, but I think that I might not have enough. Can you guys, like, let me out the back or something? Like, hook me up. I've had this terrible night. You know, I don't even do shit like this. Like, but I can't even fuck around right now. Like, you know. So in between the gas station and my apartment complex, it was like a big ass stone wall. So they were like, yeah, we got you. Like, thank God they had me. So they let me out the back, and they like brought these little crates out and shit. And I'm small, so they stacked them up. They stacked them, like 3 or 4 of them up. And then I step on it, and then I hop over this big ass stone wall. And it was like so high that when I like came over, I kind of like fell a little bit because I didn't expect it to be that much of a drop. But I felt like it was a drop to freedom because I made it. It was like I made it. Like I feel like Rocky when he made it to the top of the stairs and was like celebrating all that good stuff. Because I'm like, bro, like that was a crazy night. I really didn't think I was gonna make it home, but like, I hope that never happens again. That's all I think about is always make sure that you're good. Don't forget your purse in anybody's car. Keep your phone with you. Make sure it's charged. Like, you can't stress that enough. Because, I mean, everybody might have lost a purse or lost a phone. But you never know if you'll end up in a situation like that. And that's crazy. So, after I hopped the fence, you know, I just run straight to my, you know, little doors in the apartment, things like that. I just run straight there. And then I get in the house. And I live by myself. So, it's kind of like, you know, nobody was there. I was just there. And it was a bad night. But I felt so relieved and so blessed that I did make it home. But I do hope that nothing like that ever happens again. So the only lesson in this I can give somebody is just please, please, please don't be like so trusting. Don't trust everybody behind the wheel. You know, keep all your shit on you as much as possible. And just make sure that in any situation you'll be able to help yourself, because I literally could not help myself at all. Like, thank God I had a little more than $30 so that I could call the cab, because I really didn't want to go back home with that girl, you know. That was a terrible night. But to all my little fans out there, you know, everybody supporting me, I just want you guys to stay safe. Hopefully this can help somebody before they just hop in a car with some random, even if the person isn't a random to your friend, homegirl, brother, sister, whoever. Just don't be so trusting. Anything could have happened. Like, I could have died, but God spared me again, and for that I'm thankful. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next video.